Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm telling you like it is, with a bit of sarcasm and a whole lot of exaggeration. So please take 1 second to subscribe to my YouTube channel because it's an easy and mostly painless way of encouraging me to make more videos. So the people of Instagram rant. 1. Selfie Susan. Selfie Susan has about 200 photos on Instagram, and only of herself. Mostly half naked, but always demonstrating how skinny she is. She could be a model if she had a better personality. Mostly she's there to remind you that those 5 donuts you ate at lunch was 5 too many. Does she have friends? Doubtful. Does she have followers? Most definitely. Is she happy? Good question. Maybe I'll ask her. See if maybe she sees it amongst all the emojis sent her way. Which brings us to 2. Emoji Edith. Edith is hip with the kids. She loves all the emojis indiscriminately, but has no literacy for them. A peach is a peach, and an aubergine is an aubergine, no? She fears the day someone will use "okay boomer" in a conversation with her. You have no clue how she feels about your latest picture, but as she follows only about 15 family members, you know she'll notice if you don't heart her emojis. She's already lost her husband to an aneurysm, don't give her one too. 3. Company Inc. They are a not-so-subtle hint that companies have infiltrated the Instagram and are trying to reach their consumers in their natural habitats. Large to mid-size inks will hit you with the usual TV ads, just transposed onto a smaller screen, in case you didn't reach your ad quota for the day. Small companies will comment on your photo with iterations of the following message. Hello, cute human, cat, dog, tree. We just love your pictures. Please inbox us and say that Company Inc. referred you. Between parentheses, we think we're original, and we hope our 1-second look of your picture and this copy-pasted message makes us sound sincere. Oh, and thanks. 4. Self-Pity Sarah. Self-Pity Sarah is simultaneously battling overeating and anorexia, hair loss, and daily waxing treatments, and her cat is dead, then dying, then battling cancer, then stuck in a tree. Again. That makes sense though. Cats do have 9 lives. Now, very little photographic evidence of Sarah exists, as her Instagram has 4 photos. 1 of an anime character and 3 of moody, long poems. She's crammed into small frames because she wants everyone to know she's a writer. Oh, and another thing you need to know about her, no one has suffered as much as she has. No one. 5. Foodie Fred. You have no clue how Fred can afford to eat out every day. You also have no clue what Fred even looks like. You do know that Fred should transfer his photography skills into a job because he only posts beautiful photos and he's got enough patience to wait before eating and takes enough shots until it's perfect, which will be perfect when dealing with Bridezilla. On second thought, he'd probably only take pictures of the wedding cake and get murdered by the bride. You'd better stick to inanimate objects, Fred. 6. Gym Rat Jim. Jim lives in a gym. The same one with the sticky-looking floors and usually with the same reoccurring characters. His abundance of muscles border the unflattering, and his choice of poses and lights surpasses that. Jim could have a job, other pastimes, a family, but there's no proof of that. Other than humans aren't spontaneously spawned out of thin air. Video games are a lie. 7. Pristine Priscilla. According to her bio, Priscilla has an autistic son, 2 daughters, a loving husband, 2 dogs, and a full-time job. According to her photos, Priscilla's house belongs in a catalog. She may have 3 kids under the age of 3, but she has speed-tracked them into being polite, clean, ready-to-pose cuties, which is what most of her friends say about her brood. It's possible they all come from a subspecies of humans, where humans have finally succeeded to have kids with robots. Just ask Priscilla that if you want to hear her mechanical laugh. 8. Inspired Isabelle. Inspired Isabelle's profile looks like a motivational book, summarized into out-of-context quotes on cheesy backgrounds. However, she can't publish any of it because there would be just too many copyright infringements involved. Her Instagram followers might describe her as blessed, wise, and insightful. Her real-life acquaintances know her to be crazy, paranoid, and all over the place. But trust me, once you have one nice piece of news on your Instagram, she'll be ready with an internet-generated quote. Pronto. 9. Rich Richard. He only started his Instagram about 10 days ago, but his photographer has already curated it with 40 photographs or so, most of which seem like product sponsorship, But trust me, he bought that car, cologne, bag, mansion. Or at least Daddy did. Because Richard doesn't work or study because his new life is a photo shoot. Why he does this instead of trying to get into a modeling agency, I could not tell you. Maybe his only specialty is spending money, not making it. 10. Self-promoting Sally. You know that Sally has a small online shop because that's all her personal profile is about. If someone from her entourage has good news, she'll post a comment like, "And today I made my 4th sale." If she isn't tooting her horn about offering international delivery, or her latest review from her mom, or how she packages everything in recycled newspaper offered free at every metro station, then she's talking about how local businesswomen should connect and support each other. But experience says even if she can buy homemade thread from a local woman, she'll still be buying it wholesale. After all, connection sounds a lot like clientele. Well, at least from her perspective. 11. Creepy Carl. He has no followers, but follows about 2,000 different people. Actually, people isn't accurate enough. He's following 2,000 young women. And you bet he's messaged them all with a, "Hello, do you want to be my friend?" And then a, "How old are you?" And then a, "In which time zone do you live in?" Because you can bet he'll stay up late or wake up early for the sake of the relationship. He's that committed. And that persistent too. 12. Groupie Georgia. Georgia spends her Saturday inviting pretty gals and guys into groups, inviting people to submit images and or videos and or anything in their birthday suit. Anything. Does it work? Not really. Does she keep doing it? Well, there must be some thrill in hoping it'll work. Or maybe the thrill in watching people leave the group one by one. Abandonment as reward. Whatever she's into. 13. Radical Reese. Reese strikes fear in the hearts of governments, companies, and capitalists everywhere. Well, she wishes her megaphone was that loud. Mostly she strikes fear in her family and her friends. Is saying cute photo going to become a whole conversation about the objectification of the female presenting body? Will hope to see you soon lead to a rant about the environmental cost of fossil fuels and a particular hate towards an airline's lack of sensitivity in 2020. Of all things in 2020. 14. Punctuation Patricia. She may have a blurry profile pic, but beware of making any grammatical errors. Patricia takes her kitten photo comments quite seriously, and anyone would do well with a refresher course on the English. She's considering disabling comments, but she can't bear to miss one of her grandkids' messages, especially if the impromptu grammar classes have finally sunken in. So that was the People of Instagram rant. If you love this video, please take 5 seconds to like it and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And tell me below, what's the most aggravating behavior you've found on Instagram? I'll most likely agree. Thanks, guys.